All right, this video is going to show you how to complete the dart sample. So you're going to want the page in your binder with the title of dart. So it is page 21. And then you will need this is just a template that we're using, a mock-up of a dart, and then a piece of fabric that is the same dimension, which should already be cut for you. You will also need to find in the cabinet with all of our sewing supplies, there are drawers labeled tracing wheel, and we have two different kinds, one with a smooth edge and one with like a bumpy edge, either one. And then another drawer in the cabinet is going to have tracing paper. So essentially what we want to do is transfer the dart marking, which is this dotted line here, onto the fabric. And the easiest way to do that is to use the tracing paper. So these different colors, this is like a waxy or chalky coating. And when you use it with the wheel, it will transfer the mark to the fabric. Okay, so a dart is typically something like a fold of a fabric, wherever you have like a curve. So it's in a lot of shirts, like bodice of a shirt. For us, it's in the bottom of the hobo bag, so to create more of like a three-dimensional structure to the bag. So what you're gonna do is start by choosing a color that's going to transfer onto the fabric that you have. So obviously I'm not going to go with white. This green should probably work just fine. And then you are just going to place this on the fabric. And I apologize, I'm doing this one-handed. Or place the fabric wrong side down, so wrong side down, so that the markings will transfer to the wrong side of the fabric. Then you're going to take the template and you're going to line up that curve. So we want to make sure, if you're using a pattern, which you will eventually use a pattern, you line that up so that the dart is where it should be on the fabric. So then you're going to take the tracing wheel and you're going to go over the dotted line. So you want to just follow this, and then a decent amount of pressure, you're going to go over the dotted line. And so what that will do with your pressure is transfer that green color to the back of your fabric because of how we have it layered. So I'm going to move this over and continue transferring that mark, making sure it doesn't move. Some darts are different shapes. It just depends on the garment. But for us, ours will look like this exact same size and shape for our bag. Okay, so I'm gonna check that and see if that transferred. So it should be on the wrong side. Okay, and if you look really closely, you can see that it transferred. So since I used the bumpy wheel, it's more of like a dotted line. Okay, so I can see that it has transferred. Okay, so now I'm done with the marking part of it. Now I need to pin my dart together. So I'm gonna flip it over to the back side, and there you can see the dart here. So what I wanna do is fold my dart in half this way. So I'm gonna bring it together, right sides together, and basically I'm cutting that dart in half. So I'm gonna have the point here. Zoom in a little bit. So on the fold will be the point, and then I'll make sure that this is perfectly folded in half.